Good morning, everyone. I just want to share the Filipino culture and what do Filipinos value. So the term kapwa or a shared inner self lies at the core of the Filipino values. So a person that treats another as a kapwa has a shared of sense of identity and consciousness with the other person. So both in the individual and community level, strong emphasis is placed on social acceptance and maintaining a social harmony. And such social approval and caring about what others will think or say or do strongly influence a social behavior. So here are some of the values that Filipinos have historically held important. The number one is the family. So the family is the center of the Filipino community. So children are not expected to leave their parents' house until they themselves get married. And even after then, many couples opt to stay with or close to their spouse's parents. Also, they're expected to care for their aging parents instead of sending them to the retirement home. And that is one of the Filipino culture. This is why it is common to see different generations or multiple families living in a single residence. So the value that Filipinos put into caring for one's family can also be seen as one of the reasons of nurses and caregivers from the country provide their patients and clients with a high level of care. That because Filipinos love family. The second trait or the Filipino values is humor and positivity. So optimism, humor, and positivity are valued traits in the Philippines. And in the face of social difficulties and challenging situations, members of the community are encouraged to look at the brighter side of things. In a place where natural calamities are commonplace, humor and positivity work as a coping mechanism, much like how some children laugh to hide their embarrassment after sleeping and or falling. That's one of the traits of the Filipinos, that they have this humor and positivity when the difficult times came to their lives. And that is one. And the third thing is faith and religion. Spirituality is deeply ingrained in Filipinos. Religion still plays a big part of society and in the everyday lives of the Filipinos. And most towns still hold fiestas to honor their patron saints, and many regular non-working national holidays are dedicated to celebrating various religious activities and events. And that is one of the Filipino traits. So many Filipinos, religion helps shape their values and principles. And the fourth thing is Filipino hospitality. So Filipinos in the country around the globe can be expected to extend a warm welcome to their guests regardless of where they came from, how well they know their host, and why they're visiting someone's house. So hosts typically provide their guests with food and entertainment, and if there's time, so a tour around the local destination. So before they leave, the guests are entreated to take home pasalubong or souvenirs, which often come in the form of delicacies and local sweets. And it's so delicious. That's why we like this kind of pasalubong. It is one of our culture. this kind of delicacies or sweet or local sweets that we can taste. The number 5 is manu po, or upo tradition. Manu po, when children and young people are have to greet and say goodbye to the elders, and they typically do so by taking the right hand lightly on their forehead, and it is a way of giving respect to the elders. And mano is a Spanish word for hand, and while po is used at the end of the sentence when addressing to elders or superiors. That is mano po. The number 6 of the Filipino values is close family ties. It is also one of their unique traits and one of the outstanding cultural values that Filipinos have. So the family takes care of each other and are taught to be loyal to family and elders by simply obeying their authorities. So having fondness for family reunions during secular and religious holidays such as Christmas, New Year's, All Saints' Day, Holy Week, fiestas, homecomings, birthdays, and weddings, graduations, baptisms, and funerals. So this kind of close family ties is one of the outstanding cultural values of the Filipinos. And the 7th is bayanihan. So it is the spirit of communal unity or effort to achieve a particular objective. So a famous example of this is when a neighbor's house to be carried to a new location. So this is a hut or a house to be carried by people. I think it's more than 20 people who carry the hut or a small house to a new location. That is bayanihan, which means helping one another. Number 8 Filipino traits or values is Filipino loves to eat. So we Filipinos have a lot of specialties when it comes to food, and we love also to eat. So a typical person, Pinoy diet consists at most or 6 meals a day. So breakfast, snacks, lunchtime, snacks, dinner, and again a midnight snack before going to sleep. That's the Filipino do, and eating out is one of the favorite Filipino pastimes to get some other food in other current areas or whatever food that they can see along the way. And rice is a staple in the Filipino diet and is usually eaten with other families together with other dishes, and Filipinos regularly use spoons together with fork and knives. But there are sometimes also that we use hands eating food, like as we eat seafoods, so you need to use your hands as you eat that kind of food, or a tribal delicacies. So many tribal delicacies that we can taste here in the Philippines, and it's so delicious. That's why we like Filipinos like to eat. That's why we keep on eating and eating, because we love to eat. And the core values of the Filipinos are family, centeredness, and politeness, hospitality, gratitude, shame, flexibility, loyalty, and hard work. That's the core values of the Filipino.